I'm going across directly to Maharashtra because Prime Minister Modi is presently performing a puja at the Washim temple in Maharashtra, where this is the Jagdamba Mata temple. These are the live visuals on your screen. And this, remember, is very crucial, specifically for the Banjara community and the Pohara Devi that is revered by the Banjara community. Prime Minister Modi also performing prayers and will be releasing a Kisan fund under the Shetkari scheme. So that's what you see on your screens right now. Of course, a certain cultural performance, Prime Minister Modi indulging in some drum beating as well, and then performing prayers at the temple in Washim. Just to tell you, this is basically a Banjara shrine, and for those who may not be aware, this is also a period of a certain movement that is there by the members of the Banjara community across the states of Rajasthan, Haryana, and including this specific festival in Maharashtra as well. So Prime Minister Modi is presently here. There will be an installment of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi also, which will be about 6,000 rupees that will be doled out to the farmers. There will be a public rally that we are expecting on this. This is the Washim Yavatmal area. And also remember, this is in many ways the election season that is expected in Maharashtra. And the community also, the Banjara community does have a strong vote share too. Mustafa Sheikh is joining me for the latest on that. Mustafa, tell us about what are we expecting about Prime Minister Modi's rally. He's also a star campaigner for the BJP. Maharashtra is expecting elections.
Well, yes, you have correctly explained, Pooja, that currently he is in Washim, which is the Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, the tribal or the Banjara community. You can say that it's an annual prayer meet there in the Pohara Devi temple, and the Pohara Devi temple is like the most important temple in Maharashtra for the Banjara community of Maharashtra. So yeah, Prime Minister Modi is there at this point, and after which he's expected to announce a lot of schemes. He's about to announce 23,300 crore schemes which are related to agriculture and animal husbandry. He's also going to announce about 32,000 crores of worth project which will be on the infrastructure project in the areas of Vidarbha region of Maharashtra, after which he's going to travel to Thane, where he's, you can say that, going to hold a public meeting. In that public meeting, importantly, there will be a lot of groundbreaking ceremonies happening, which would be for the Thane ring road. The other groundbreaking ceremony would be for the extension of the Eastern Freeway, and also a lot of beneficiaries of the Ladki Behan Yojana in Maharashtra, which is the, you can say, flagship scheme of Mahayuti government in Maharashtra, and other such beneficiaries will be present. And at last, he'll be going to the Bandra Kurla complex, where he'll be inaugurating the Metro 3 line, which is the first underground metro starting from Mumbai, which is, likely to ease a lot of traffic congestion. So it's a full-day program for the Prime Minister, and there are a lot of schemes to be inaugurated. There are a lot of beneficiaries who will be present at these schemes. And as you can say that it's the Navratri season going on, and after Dussehra, it's likely that the code of conduct for the elections of Maharashtra will be announced, and hence you can say the leaders be it Rahul Gandhi is in Maharashtra today in Kolhapur, Prime Minister Modi is in Maharashtra today. So a lot of such more visits of leaders are likely given the election season around the corner. Back to you.
Also important because the Banjara community, and if I'm correct, over 1 crore in number. Specifically, it's the Marathwada, Vidarbha, this region of Maharashtra where they constitute significant importance as well. Like Mustafa, you're telling us, both the Congress and the BJP do make an outreach to the Banjara community. Would you be aware about how their voting patterns have been? Because it did look like that until recently they were toward Congress but tilting toward BJP. Do you think that also is the reason that the parties realized this could be a crucial vote bank?
Well, that's true that it's a crucial vote bank, and if you look at their voting patterns, especially in the Washim Yavatmal area of Maharashtra, more importantly, the Banjaras are likely to vote for a candidate who is from their own community. So that's one, you can say, common pattern seen in their voting. The Banjaras tend to stand together and united when it comes to politically or electorally electing their representatives, and you can say that each party tries to get a face from the Banjara community, and then they try to get the blessings of the spiritual leaders from that community, so that these people can be elected. So the development work or what works have been done for the people. Over and above that, if you are contesting from a constituency where the Banjara Samaj votes are a strong voting, you can say, group, then the candidate has to be from their community only. Then, regardless of the party and any other affiliations, they tend to vote towards their own community's candidate. So that's what would be the planning for both the MVA and Mahayuti, to give a Banjara candidate to woo these votes. But we'll have to wait and see for the elections what really happens and how the community votes.
And I think there have been chief ministers earlier from the Banjara community, but it would be interesting what you're telling us. Will there be a face also coming in? Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in an outreach to the Banjara groups, is visiting them, their traditional setups that have been made in what looks like a museum, but also offering prayers at the community temple in Washim. But we'll continue to track the visuals coming in on that.